Hey there, aspiring guitarists. Here's a quick one, and a reason why I feel like when you're beginning guitar or you're just back getting into something, that you figure out ways that make it easier to do something and develop some muscle memory, and why I think numbers trump notes. That doesn't mean that I don't think you should learn notes. I especially think you should learn the musical alphabet: A B C D E F G. Repeat: A B C D E F G. That's going to teach you things like this is an F bar chord, that becomes a G, an a B, just one fret, a C, D, E, and so forth and so on. But that's why learning notes in that regard is a great thing. If you can learn the whole keyboard notes, that's a great thing. But what I find most people excel best at first is numbers and patterns. So if I was gonna tell you how to do this, now I may do it very slow, I may do it very fast, I may do it slow or fast depending on how well I feel or you convey back to me that you got it. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Chord. So here's how I would do that. I would indicate the sixth string open just by saying six. 6, 2, 3, 5, 2, 6, 2, 3, 5, 2. Strum 6, 2, second fret, third fret, 5 for another open, second fret, third fret, 5, strum. Now, you may need to start out hearing 6 string open, 6 string second fret, 6 string third fret, 5th string open, 5th string second fret, 5th string third fret, 5th string open, strum. But you can also go 6, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 2, strum. Numbers can help you. You need to be aware of when you're moving off a string to another string. You're going to need to incorporate a slide. Fifth fret, slide to the 7th fret on what string, but you still may be telling yourself once you get that 5-7 slide, 5-3, 5-3, 5-3, numbers. I think numbers trump notes when you're beginning or when you're getting back in or first learning a riff, a melody, something like that. I think when you start trying, other than at the beginning, if I tell you the first string, I need to establish what I mean by the first. There is not a universal consensus on that. To me, there is a mostly universal consensus. When they say first string, they're talking about the high E string. The one down here, the last one going to the floor. But some people will say the high E, and then you're automatically confused. Wait a minute, isn't this higher than this? Pitch, pitch, pitch. That's why I feel like personally, I feel like a good guitar instructor is going to define what they mean and then quit defining it. You've defined it. You've opened up, letting somebody. When I say one, I mean the string down here near the floor. When I say six, I mean the string up here closest to the ceiling. So, I'm sorry that people use different techniques, but they do. As long as somebody makes a reference point as to what they're talking about, or you have to stop the instructional video or lesson or tidbit or help, then you can figure out what they're referencing to. You can see that every time they say first string, they're hitting the one closest to the bottom. But that's why I think numbers trump notes. Most of us know if I say 6 and then I say 2, 3, and you see me on the second and the third fret, we know I'm on the same string. If I start going E, F sharp, G, those are all over the guitar board. You can find a C all over the neck. You can find a D and so forth and so on, and a sharp and a flat. And that's one of the things that makes the guitar so wonderful and so challenging. I can get different notes all over the place. But there's only one third fret. There's only one first fret. Now, even on that first fret, I have several notes. But if I say on the sixth string, first fret, sixth string, first fret, fifth string, first fret, fourth, first, third, second, first, I have defined what I need to do. So I think numbers, when we're learning, even if we're proficient, I think numbers trump notes in that regard. Now, if you are somebody that has learned the entire fretboard and know where every note is just like that, man, more power to you. I'd like to watch you play. I don't know that you can teach me anything. You're so far ahead of me. All I can do is sit back and enjoy the beauty of what you're doing. So I think numbers trump notes in that regard. That's just a little guitar tidbit, a little guitar talk, a little guitar instruction, a little guitar basics. I hope your journey is a blessed one. And like I always say, and I absolutely do mean it, hey, happy picking.